Hello and welcome to Reach for the Stars. My name is Melissa and I'm your host, and I wanted to have this opportunity to introduce myself so that you could see the face behind the hands, because I like to do a lot of close-ups on the tarot. This channel is all about reviewing tarot, discussing tarot, exploring its practice and its art form. And I'm also embarking on creating my own deck. I'm an artist and I've been an artist my whole life. So I'm really excited about that part of this practice. I've been doing tarot since I was about 12, and I have a very revered, honored, and love and passion for this craft. So I'm reaching out and searching for like-minded people in this community to share this wonderful practice with. So on that note, I would love for you to subscribe, like, and comment. That way, you know, we're sharing ideas and spreading knowledge. So let's get started. Here it is, the Ace of Cups. Now this is, again, is the Morgan-Greer deck. This is from 1970, I believe. I believe this is from 1970. And this was my first tarot deck that was gifted to me. And we're going to start with the Suit of Cups. This is the Eight of Cups, and she is glorious. And I love the white dove coming out of the back of the cup, protecting it. This for me symbolizes the Holy Spirit, the life force. Wow. And I just, you know, dove of peace. It's just so beautiful with the lily at the bottom. So interestingly enough, there's a lot of Buddhist symbolism mixed with some Christianity, pagan, it's all there. I think it's just such a beautiful cup, and I love the artwork on it. Now, for me, I probably would not have made this water so straight down, but that's something that you could tap into as a reader, is that this water is coming out of the cup and coming straight down. I mean, it's not trickling, it's just a straight shot. So I love that. And then you have the lotus weaving its way up towards the top. So you have, a battery frequency, battery movement here going on with your energy, also known as your chakra or your kundalini, right? Coming up from the base of the spine, crowning you in the glory of the Holy Spirit or the life force, and then coming back down, gushing back down. This is the card of the Kundalini. Wow, I just tapped into that, and I love that so much, because now when I see this card, it's going to represent so much more for me. I'll be able to tap into a different version. So for me right now, I just discovered that the Ace of Cups is the Kundalini card. So let's do it this way. Here we have Two of Cups. This is an interesting version of the Two of Cups, because as you can see, I don't know, these people they look a bit grumpy to me. I mean, they are looking a bit grumpy. It looks like they're getting caught up in a partnership that they're not quite sure of. That doesn't normally resonate with the typical Two of Cups, but you kind of can see it. I mean, they are locked in eye to eye. So for me, I probably would have put a little bit of a smile on their face, it can't be all that desperate. Have some faith. It's not that bad. Take the jump. But anyway, so there it is. I love the wreath on her head. That's so glorious. And the sideburns, you'll see that throughout this deck, because this is 1970 something or other. Three of Cups. Traditional Three of Cups. All these sisters are looking straight at you. This is friendship. This is party. This is symbiotic frequency, love, joy, happiness, fruit, abundance. This is just sisterhood, brotherhood, friendships flourishing, ideas flourishing, love is flourishing. So I love this card. The Four of Cups, the green man coming out of the ivy. He's hidden in the ivy to peek out, to see an offer that, he's paying attention to it. I mean, these ones are sitting here and he's not, and these cups are full. But here comes another opportunity, and he doesn't seem too impressed, does he? But he's still thinking about it. Maybe these cups aren't good enough, even though all three of them are full. Perhaps he wants more. One of my favorite cards, because I know so many people that are like this card. It's the card of the dark poet. They just, all these cups in front of them are spilling with blood. It's an absolute disaster, and just wallowing in all his sorrow. Meanwhile, there's two perfectly good cups just waiting, but he can't focus on that. He's too busy focusing on all this, this nightmare, this tragedy, this sorrow. And these cups look beautiful, healthy, and sturdy, and just waiting to be filled with love. But he's turned his back on it. And, you can see the castle far away. This journey of sorrow and suffering is a long journey, and you have to cross the sands and the water and the desert to get to your home, because you're too busy focusing on your losses and not what you can receive. Six of Cups. When in doubt, out of the mouths of babes, children are so uniquely transparent. They have no agenda. And so it's like listening to truth. It's like speaking truth. And, I always say, stay childlike, stay curious, wonder, be open and passionate as if you were a child. And for me, my practice is always going back to kindergarten. I'm always trying to, relearn things and see things different and stay curious. So I love this card so much with all these lilies, and it's just, it's innocent love. There's no agenda. It's just pure. It's pure. And that's just so romantic and refreshing. I love it. There's no agenda. It's just love is everywhere. And love is now, because we're seeing it through the eyes of a child without the adult agenda. This card, on the other hand, has a lot of agenda going on, doesn't it? You got to be careful. This is a scandalous card. It could be very tricky, because this card wants you to pay attention to what is being offered to you, because it's trying to say something that perhaps it's not. Kind of like an imposter, or somebody that could possibly not be authentic. So abundance. Too much abundance. Could it be greed? too many things are being offered to you on the table. Which one are you going to pick? It could get very confusing because they all look good. So for me, this is a card of intense meditation, and you kind of really need to tap into what's good for me. What is the best case scenario for me? What's good for me is good for you. How is this going to resonate in the reading? And you'll be able to tell by the other cards that are associated when you do your pull. So this is an interesting card. It's tricky. It could go either way. Another card that I love, she's in red, the Scarlet Woman. She's powerful. And she's walking away from all these cups. I mean, she's got the setup, but yet it's not good enough for her. She's going to go for the full prize, and she's on her journey, and she knows that none of these are good enough, or maybe she just needs to go get the last cup here, or, she's building her empire. She's building her empire, and she's not done. She has to go and get the rest, and there's her journey on up through. Go get yours, girl. You go get yours now. And this is just a jolly card. I think he's so adorable. My little Scottish friend, he looks like a Scotsman. And it's just happy. It's just joyous. It's like, oh yeah, man, I got this. And it's jolly. It's jolly happiness. It's jolly love. It's jolly accomplishments. It's there's nothing rogue about it. Looking straight at you. Well done. Job well done, mate. That's what this card says to me. Job well done. And of course, the union has been blessed. Rainbows, butterflies, paradise is now. Reach for the stars. Go grab that rainbow. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, mate. And I love it. It symbolizes, joy, love, happiness, completion, party time, all of those things. Dance, sing. Paradise is now. Accomplishment. And we're always so, this card can always be so complicated. I mean, so many times the Page of Cups just looks like she's bored. She's not really having eye contact with the fish. The fish wants to participate and communicate, but she's kind of like in her own thoughts and not really the focus. The focus is not there. So it's curious to me. I do get a little bit confused with this version of the Page of Cups because there's a lot of movement going on, and she just doesn't look that interested in participating. Meanwhile, the fish is ready to jump out of the cup and participate. So I'm not really sure. I need to probably meditate on her a little bit more, and and also revisiting other decks, and you get a different version of what's going on. And, this is intuitive. We can always go read up on the tarot and find out the meaning, but, the true essence of this practice is to engage in your intuition so that you can strengthen your intuition and therefore have a more compatible relationship with your subconscious mind. So this is why we do this type of practice. It's not about, oh, I know what that card means. I've studied it. I've read up on it. Yeah, but have you gone in? Are you paying attention to, what you're seeing? Because these symbolic archetypes resonate with each individual, generally along the same plane, but each individual will have a different version of it. So, I just find that very interesting. So this is why we continue to practice, and this is why we call it a practice. Knight of Cups. I think he's so handsome. I think he's just ready. He's just ready to embark on a new love. He wants it. He's serious. He has everything in place. He's stable. And he's ready. He has matured. He's mature enough to go out there on that journey and find his true love, his passion. I like that. Queen of Cups, I think she's gorgeous. I love her hairstyle. I love her crown of shells. I mean, Venus to Milo, baby girl, give it up. I just think she's gorgeous. And look at the look on her face. She's just like, yeah. Yeah. And she's holding her cup with both hands as if this is the greatest gift of all. I receive. I am receiving. I am in the receptacle. I am receiving love. I am receiving the Grail. Love it so much. I think she's stunning and gorgeous. The King of Cups. I almost don't have any words for this particular King of Cups on this particular version of him. You can see the ocean in the background. It's a bit turbulent. It's not calm seas. And he's contemplating something. He's very deep in thought. And notice how his finger is pointing is it pointing at himself? Is he having eye contact with the Queen? It's very interesting to me. I think he's handsome though. I do love him. I think he's full of goobery love. He's a goober love bug. Here is a perfect example of the Ace of Rods. I usually like to call them wands. Rod's not my favorite terminology for this particular suit, but as you can see, you see how it's cut off at the edge, like it's part weapon. Maybe it's, making a new cutting and doing a new growth. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. It's different than the Aquarian deck, right? The Aquarian deck, their version of the rods and the wands is like spectacular, just so genius, so well done. Yay, new thoughts, new aspirations, things are, growing, shoot off of this, we're going in. Beautiful, traditional. I love the, the gonads coming off of there, 70s had a lot of phallic stuff going on, and I'm okay with that. I love the lily with the red rose, super sexy, feather in his cap. And, I never noticed this before, but there's somebody else handing him the second wand, the second rod. And it looks like somebody took a bite out of it. Interesting. And then look at here, the 3 of rods. I mean, this one is like freshly chopped off. I don't know. To me, it's a bit disturbing. I think it's stopping me in my tracks. I mean, I see this new growth and I love that. you know, and the acorns are just popping off of it. But at the same time, yeah, that's very interesting. At the one that he's holding is, the cut is facing towards him. My favorite card of all cards, happiness, joy, and most importantly, safety. Home sweet home. Your home is your castle, and it's blessed. Now, here is your typical version of the Five of Rods. Unlike the card from the Aquarian, these guys do look like they're sparring, and they look like they're having an argument, and that they're being combative with each other. And it's a card of immaturity, not being able to listen, but to argue over people. It could be a conflict of ideas in your own head. This could be happening in your own head. You can't make a decision on which direction you want to go with an idea. And, you know, that can be debilitating, because a lot of people just get stuck there and they can't move forward. They can't make a choice. And that's a dangerous move. Go ahead and make your decision. Yay. Love this card. He's going for the brass ring, and he won, baby. He's got a good idea, and everybody thinks it's a brilliant idea, and triumph. That idea is the best idea you've had in a long time. The answer to that is sure, why not? Yes, yes, do it, do it, do it. This guy, you know, is the opposite of this card here, because you can see that he is finally, or we are finally, I am finally coming up with an option that sounds good to me after all this rhetoric and all this contemplation on which direction to go with my thoughts. And, you know, I'm feeling combobulated, I'm feeling confused, but not now. I'm ready to stand up and take charge and take action and have faith in my idea and move forward with it. Up, up and beyond. Reach for the stars. And this one is go, 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 baby. All of your ideas are great. You go get it. Yes, you go get it. Love this card. I mean, it's just the energy that's pushing through. It's like, go, go. Now's the time to move. Do it now. And this guy's just oh so casual about it, isn't he? It's like, I got this, I got this. Do, 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 do. I got this, I got this. I got it. It's fabulous. Now this one, unlike the Aquarian deck version, you know, he looks like he's having some trouble managing, even though he's got everything, you know, together, and he's trying to pull all these ideas together. There's something about it where he's just a little bit hesitant in this one, even though look at all this muscle that he's got to use to like gather up all these ideas, and he's just kind of he's not too convinced in this version, unlike the Aquarian deck where that guy was like, I'm going in. This one's a little different. Love this guy. Again, the finger pointing up, and yeah, I mean, he's ready. He's got some things he's got to work out, but you know, he's contemplating it, and he's feeling the power. I feel like this guy is really feeling the strength to take that journey. Love this card. I mean, he's just, you know, he's ready for battle, but at the same time, he's very relaxed about it. I mean, he doesn't feel like he's rushing off anywhere anytime soon. He has one good idea and he's going to take his time getting there. He's going to cross all his T's and dot all his I's. She's there. She's blooming. She's crowning in all her glory. She is the good idea. She is the best thing that's ever happened to the suit of rods. You go, girl. And the king, I mean, you know, he's got his gonads with him. I wonder if she has any gonads on her stick. Of course not. Come on now. His rod has balls. I love it so much. I mean, this is the 70s, you guys. Come on. I mean, you know, the sexual revolution was on. I was only 12, so what do I know? But in retrospect, Ace of Pentacles. Come on, Big Daddy. Come on. Now, here again, you know, this is about not just money, but this is about sacred geometry. This is math. This is, you know, this is so much more than just coin, right? It's being strategic. It's laying down your ideas in a foundation of mathematical equation. God is the perfect equation. And here we go. The door is open. Start. And this is one of my favorite renditions of the Two of Pentacles because, you know, you kind of have this third one here. And obviously, you know, he's from Scotland, right? I mean, you could see the kilt coming down here. And this is probably, you know, amber, kind of like my, you know, my ring. Yeah, baby. I mean, he's so stunning. Isn't he beautiful? He's a young Scotsman and embarking on a journey on his way to America. And we have these three birds flying, you know, off with the ship, and it's smooth sailing. Everyone's invited. Look, all the birds are happy. They're going on the journey. And is he going to go? Is he not going to go? Is he going to stay? You know, yeah, juggling. The seas are calm. I mean, they're not too rough. Here we have this one, and you know, it's interesting for me because it looks like this particular mason is chiseling in the number 5 on the side of the building. So he's carving out the mason stone within what looks like a church, a synagogue, a house of worship, a house of spiritual retreat. I love this card. I think it's really interesting, and it's super grounding. I mean, what is it upside down? A sickle? No, it looks like the number 5 to me. And, you know, the number 5 in the tarot is not the greatest number to, you know, work with. I mean, that could be a slippery slope, you know what I mean? 4, you know, there's a wall behind him. It's a very sturdy wall. He's in front of a wall, and above him is crowning. And he's holding on. Is he coveting them? Is he paying attention? Is he holding on to a precise equation? Is he balancing, checking? I mean, he's crowning, but it's interesting that there's this wall behind him. Is he doing this in, you know, behind the wall? What is behind the wall? Love it. You know, this is supposed to be, a lot of people call this the mistress card. I mean, that's interesting, don't you think? He has a mistress. Ah, this guy's just hot. He's hot. Come on. He's like, he's nailing it. He's nailing it. He understands the power of money. It's a flow thing, baby. You have to pay attention to it. If you save it and you save it and you save it and you don't spend anything and you're too busy counting every penny, it gets stagnant. It gets stagnant and there's no flow and it just sits there. Now look at his scales. They're equal. They're not tipping, and he's understanding the power of money and how to use it. You put a little bit of it away to save. You put a little bit of it away to give to other people in need, or you just shop with people that probably could use a good sale. He's abundant, but he knows how to save his money, but he also knows how to spend his money. And he's also in gratitude, and he knows how to be of service and donate. And this card doesn't have to just be money. You can be of service through your time. There's lots of ways to be of service, to give back to your community. And I love him. He's just, oh God, he just feels so safe to me. I love this one. And this guy, he's taking a break from the garden. I mean, he's finally coming up for air because it's growing, Big Daddy. It's popping. Love it. And he's got his hoe. It's a jungle out there. And, steady as she goes. You got to be consistent. It's probably one of the most important things. I mean, look, the struggle is real. It gets difficult because, sometimes I sit there and I tell myself, if I throw enough mud at the wall, something's going to stick. But it's the truth. You have to stay consistent. And, I wear many hats. I have lots of things going. So staying consistent and being organized is really important. This is a great work card. This is a success card. This is stay focused on your work, but it could also mean, you're working a little bit too much there, honey. You need to take a break. You got plenty going on. You could put the tools down and go get you a glass of wine. And here we have the queen. I love her. I love all her lavender. She looks like she's from India. She's got a beautiful peacock on her shoulder. I mean, she's flourishing. She in her jewelry, and she wears her gold, baby. It's not stuck in any bank or vault. She is showing her goods out, and she is looking good. She is a blingity bling bling. She is living the life of luxury and abundance. Yes, yes, yes. Let's live in abundance and luxury. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do that, because we are living especially now, we are living in a world where everything is thrown away, and the best stuff, the antique stuff, the stuff that's worth something, you can still find good pieces out there at your thrift store. You don't have to buy it brand new. You can lavish yourself in luxury for not a lot of money. So I love this card. You can be elegant and live in luxury and just, you don't have to wear an expensive pair of house slippers, but you have a pair of house slippers that matches a beautiful vintage velveteen towel that you put on your head when you get out of the shower, and you're living the dream. Live the dream, my love. Live the dream. One of my favorite cards of all times. It's very masculine energy. It is, I'm going to protect you. I have the means to protect you. I have a kingdom. I am wealthy, and I know how to provide. I know how to provide, and I'm going to take care of you and lavish you, and you can buy all the beautiful hats you want. And we are behind closed doors, and what we do behind closed doors, this is our kingdom. This is our castle. I love it. I mean, I really do. Divine Feminine, I mean, this goes back eons into the primordial DNA where we want safety. So a lot of this can just be, you know, put your money away and save your money for a rainy day so that you always have a little. It doesn't have to be a huge basket, but not all your eggs are in one basket. You got a little something, something put away, and you know, it's time to, I don't know, just enjoy the blessings. But I do love the fact that it's very masculine. I do love that. And did I get these mixed up? No, I didn't. The page. You know, I feel like he's got it going on. He knows what he wants. He's been taught well how to manage money, and now he's ready to go and embark on his new version of what that looks like for his future. You know, I love the emblem of the sun. I mean, he is going for it in the right direction. You know, there's a lot of symbolism there. Love it. And the queen, of course. Oh, look, I wore this ring just for her. Look, we have the same ring. And it's interesting that there's a lot of oak going on in this also with the rods, right? Did you notice that? A lot of oak. I mean, this must be kind of like an Irish version. Oh yeah, Morgan-Greer. That's Scottish. What was I thinking? Of course. So yeah, there's a lot of Scottish symbolism going on here. Look at her great crown. Yeah, she's beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Grapes. Vines. Fine wine. Do you know what I mean? Fine wine, my love, aged like fine wine. And you have to be able to pay for fine wine. Of course, if you wait too long, it could go sour on you. Yay! The Ace of Swords, action. And again, the shape of a heart, action in love. You know, is it? I mean, we all know what the swords are, but I don't know. I think the Ace of Swords is kind of, it's an interesting read. It's not the only time I've seen that. And will I see it again? I don't know. We'll find out. Two of Swords. Celtic. The Celtic deck. But you know, the seas in the background, the ocean is calm, but it's very rocky. There's, you know, a lot of decision making here. Can't make up a decision. I can't make up my mind. Beautiful artwork though. This is my favorite version of the Three of Swords. I just love the artwork. You know, and I love that there's a shining golden or silver line, golden line cloud here because, you know, maybe this isn't the disaster that you think it is. Maybe it's a good thing that this person is like out of your life and that, you know, three's a crowd. You know, it could be a good thing because you don't want that person in your life anyway. Or maybe you're into a ménage à trois and it's fabulous. Could be that. Remember, this is the 70s. The sexual revolution was on. I love the version of this one because you can just see the conflict of his helmet, piercing up while these swords are coming down, but they look like they're kind of just floating there. Huh. And, this is a gentle way of saying no one is won, no one is lost, but my favorite version of what this says is do not let that argument go on after the sun goes down. Like, fix it before the sun goes down. Don't let it turn into a oozing, poison, infected sore in your soul, in your body, in your heart, in your mind, because nobody wins and everybody walks away, but hurt. So I love this. I love this card. Do not let your transgressions last into the night. Like, get a version of it fixed so that the conversation, maybe we pick it up in the morning. I love you. I don't agree with you, but I love you. There's a conflict. And, it's also a big gaslighting card. When people gaslight you and pretty soon people are arguing about something that they have no idea, literally no idea what they're talking about. Like, you're not making sense to me right now. I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what are you talking about? That is gaslighting on a mentally ill version. Like, people that are mentally ill that gaslight to that capacity. It's really scary to be involved with people like that. And the only thing you can do is walk away. You can't make sense to them. They're not going to get it. It's almost like, having an argument with somebody that has advanced Alzheimer's or something. It's really scary and it's really creepy. And I think that when people gaslight to that depth, are need some need some clarity. You just got to walk away. You can't stick around. But you do want to pay attention to it and notice it, because if you don't, they will leave you for dead in the dust to make themselves feel amazing and great. And that is not your purpose. This is not why we are here, to do that for somebody else. The answer is walk away. And here we are. We're not just walking away. We're out of here. We're sailing to a different continent. You see? You see the pattern here? We're out of here. I'm done. I feel sad about it, but I'm not going to stick around for this shit. Go fuck yourself. And this guy is still carrying the burden, clearly. I mean, maybe he's the one that's doing all the gaslighting. And this one is just, here it is, says it all. This is a person, this could be the person gaslighting. Blinded, bound, unfree, in her own prison, can't make the action to see through it, see past it. It's a prison when your mind thinks like that. And you have to pay attention. You have to be mindful. You have to be mindful when your words are coming out of your mouth that are harmful, not compassionate when you're thinking like that, when you think everybody's ganging up on you or everybody's beating up on you and you get paranoid. These are very dark thoughts, and you have to be mindful of that so that you can break free from that prison of not being able to make any moves and being stuck. Like this guy. I feel like this guy's getting ready to break the chains. Break the chains. But it's kind of sexy, don't you think? I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of, you know, tie me up, daddy. And this guy just bit the dust. Wasn't paying attention, was he? I love it. We're not going to mess with this guy. He's got a pretty clear head on his shoulders, right? Look at that. Love it. And this guy's got blood on his sword. I mean, he knows how to go in, and he knows how to go in hard and smooth. He is a warrior. You don't want to mess with this man. No, you do not, because your head is gonna roll. I love it. I hold the sword of severity and mercy. It's a double-edged sword. I have command of the sword. It is a double-edged sword. It is severity and it is mercy. And you have to know how to use both sides of the sword to play the game and win. Here we have mercy, and here we have severity. The Queen of Swords has come to understand what boundaries are and what they look like and how to implement those boundaries. And here we are, the King of Swords, conqueror, beloved King of knowledge, action, and win, win, win. Love you, Big Daddy. Okay, that is it for now. Let's see. I hope this footage came out good and it's not too dark in here. But nonetheless, I'm kind of excited that we finally got through it. And the next deck on the list that I'm going to be doing next week, I don't have it in front of me, but you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be great. And I'm super excited to share this practice with you. I would love for you to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and make some comments. I'm curious to see how you feel about this deck from the 1970s when, you know, the sexual revolution was on, baby. I mean, you know, the 60s was really the foundation of that, but, you know, I don't know. It was just, it's a sexy deck. I think it's a sexy deck. It's my first deck. I love it. What can I say? I love it so much. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Reach for the Stars. Next week, I'm going to be doing a review on another vintage deck from the 1970s that I have never seen before. So stay tuned for that, and until we speak again, have a beautiful, blessed week ahead of you, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao for now.